Before Anadele and the Twitter swindler, there was the Nigerian prince. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Omodele Salu, and if you're here, that means you're invested in true crime content as much as I am. So welcome, take a seat. I am going to be posting a lot of contents like this, so if this is something that you would like, please like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you can get notified when I post a new video. Now that all that is out of the way, let's get right into today's case. Today we're going to be talking about the scammers that rock the social media app Facebook, Chinmark and Ovaioza. Now, I know these are not the kind of cases I usually cover, but this is a true crime channel and scamming people is a crime, even if they almost always get away with it. So before I get into the Stephen babies, let's take quick notes on the history of scamming in Nigeria. So we're going to be talking about 419, or the Nigerian Prince, Hollywood's favorite. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Yahoo Plus. We're going to be talking about pyramid schemes. We're going to be talking about Ponzi schemes. They all kind of like, I don't know, meet at a point. What am I doing? Anyway, so yeah, we're going to be focusing on Ponzi schemes because this is what these people did. So yeah, let's get into it. The 419 fraud, or the Nigerian letter scam, or the Nigerian print scam, is a scheme where the scammer or scammers tell you that they are Nigerian royalty or a business executive in Nigeria or a top government official, but basically someone in position and someone with money, right? Money. And so they tell you they need a foreign account to send some money out of Nigeria, and they promise to compensate you handsomely, to give you millions of dollars or thousands of dollars, right? And if you fall for this, they tell you, oh, just send me some money. I need to clear legal fees or taxes, or I need to bribe government officials. All right, send me your account number and send me some money. And if you send them some money, it's over. It's over. I'm joking. All right. If you send, yes, it's over. Yeah. If you send them some money, sorry, if you send them some money for all of that, they might just leave you alone and go on their way. You'll not hear from them again. Or they might kind of like see if they can get more from you. So they'll tell you they need additional transfer charges and all of that. This particular type of scam is not believed to have originated in Nigeria, but because of how common it was during the 1990s, they just named it the Nigerian letter scam. So we have that to thank for Hollywood's favorite, what? The Nigerian prince. Look, I'm not the most patriotic citizen. In fact, most days I go, Nigeria is fucking with us, so fuck Nigeria. But when I see these movies and these shows where they're talking this shit about Nigeria, I go from that to, if you say one more word about my country, I am going to put your head in the toilet and flush. The Nigerian letter scam was initially conducted by fax, traditional mail, phone, but now we have email, so that is where it's all going down. It's not as common as it used to be, but be careful, you can still be scammed that way. They are finding more creative ways to scam people, and I'm saying it like it's a good thing. Ignore the smile, it's not. Just be careful. Yeah, and get this. Okay, of the Nigerian letter scam criminals who could be traced, 71% lived in the United States, and Nigeria accounted for the next highest portion at 8%. And you cannot tell me that 71%, all of them were Nigerians living in the United States. So you guys really need to change that name. Change it, change it. Also, a quick side note, I didn't know where to put this, so I'm just going to be putting this here. Nigerians linked this 419 fraud to a book in the Bible, the book of Psalms, chapter 41, verse 9, 419. Get it? Okay. Mine own familiar friend in whom I trusted. Sorry, I can't read the Bible. Which did eat of my bread, had lifted his heel against me. So according to this article, I guess they said it describes the advanced fee fraud, and I did not even want to know how, and just as the Nigerian letter scam was reducing, Yahoo came along. Yahoo focuses mostly on romance scam and phishing. For romance scam, they catfish you and pretend to start falling for you. And when they see that you're actually falling in love with them for real, they will start to ask you for things. And you wanting to do something nice for the person that you are in love with, supposedly, you get scammed. Okay, yeah. Then for phishing, they pretend to be from reputable companies and they ask for your private information and then use it to scam you. So there we have the credit card scams. As I am shooting this video, I was just thinking there's also this one. This one is not, it's not only foreigners that are the target, all right? This one is just anybody and everybody. So they do it to Nigerian women too. They will, it can be on dating sites, on say Facebook or Tinder. Stay away from Tinder, children. Stay away. Especially in Nigeria. Do not use Tinder in Nigeria, please. Okay, so on dating apps, on social media, just about anywhere. So they pretend to be in love with you. So it's also like romance scam. They pretend to start falling in love with you, and maybe after some weeks or some months, depends, they say, oh, I got you something, so but you need money to clear this goods. All right, I sent something to you, then someone else will call, really, like it's from like maybe a shipping company or whatever, and tell you, oh, you need money to clear these goods, and they tell you, oh, send so amount, so naira, so amount to so account. And if you do, bro, you're, that's it. They stop picking your calls and all of that. So there are a lot of other scams that do not just target foreigners, they target other Nigerians, so older people that are not as knowledgeable about today's technology, and young people too. So we have the birthday scams, we have the link scams. They hack your account if you click on a link, and then when they hack your account, they use your account to scam your family and friend. It's just too much work. Well, let's not dwell too much on this. Let's move over to the next one, Yahoo Plus. For Yahoo Plus, I want to be careful with what I say because it's closely connected to ritual killings, and we know ritual killings in Nigeria is closely connected to femicide. Yahoo Plus is extreme. It's them not just scamming people now, but killing people, mostly women, and they claim that this this thing that they are doing, killing people and using them as rituals, kind of like bring them money, bring them wealth, bring them prosperity and all of that. So blood money, yeah, right, as if that happens. Anyway, it's probably just black market organ sales. Next on the list, we have pyramid schemes. With a pyramid scheme, the initial schemer recruits investors who in turn recruit other investors and so on. Now, the thing with a pyramid scheme is that it's those at the top of the pyramid that are more likely to earn money, and those at the bottom are just, I don't know, suffering.
Anyway, if you were near the top of a pyramid-shaped team with lots of people in your downline, yes, you would be receiving more or less passive income. It may seem pretty passive to you, but this system requires the exploitation of lots of people beneath you. And unless you're at the very tippy top of an MLM company, guess what? You are also being exploited. Like 99% of MLM consultants do not make money. Many actually lose money in this, so don't do it.
And to climb up on this pyramid, you have to keep on recruiting more investors and investing more money. And you just wake up one day and find out you're broke because you have been scammed. And the thing is, pyramid schemes in Nigeria, they are so sneaky. So they let you believe that you're not necessarily investing money, you are buying products, so you have the products with you. This is how it works in Nigeria. Somebody comes up with one stupid product that does not work for shit, and they sell you on it. They tell you it's an amazing product and you should buy. The more you buy, the higher on the scheme you climb, and the more people you bring to buy this product, the higher on the scheme you climb to. So yeah, you buy this product, and by maybe 2 weeks in, you realize it's rubbish, but you already think, okay, the money I put into this and all of that, I cannot lose this money. So you're not scamming people, because now you are praising a product you know is shit, just so you can at least climb up the scheme and hopefully recover some of the money that you are definitely going to lose. Now, last on the list, but definitely not the least, I don't know why I had to laugh at that. Anyway, we have Ponzi schemes. Now, with Ponzi schemes, investors give money to a portfolio manager. Then when they want their money back, they are paid out with the incoming funds contributed by later investors. Let me explain it the Nigerian way. This person comes up with a business idea. It might be a lie, it might be true, and they tell you they are crowdfunding, so they need money to set up this your business, and they need investors, and they promise you a certain return on investment, a certain percentage, and they tell you, okay, you get this money monthly, and when you want your capital back, we'll give you your capital back. But the thing is, though, businesses in Nigeria, they take time. They take time before they bring profit in. But these people are promising you the next month you get your money. So that means they're telling you your money will work for you in less than a month. All right, enough to give you return. And again, if you need your money back, they can also your initial capital back. They can also return it, which is just fucked up. And these people also mismanage funds. So now the money is spread thin, or they don't have any money. So what they are hoping on is that more people will keep on investing. And when these investors come in, they use the money to pay the investors that invested before them. And when more investors come in, then they use those people's money to pay these investors that invested before them. And so they're just hoping that more people will come in so that they can continue paying out, and so that this scheme can run as long as it possibly can, and they can bleed people dry. But the truth is, for most of them, they've mismanaged the money, or they spread this money out so thin into so many different businesses in Nigeria, which is just wrong, because the Nigeria economy does not make it easy for business owners to make profits that quick, like as quick as the investors want their money back, or as quick as the investors are just expecting profit monthly. Now, a lot of Ponzi schemes have come up in Nigeria, and a lot, if not all of them, have crashed. Okay, now, what makes this Chinmark and Ovaioza case special is that, I don't say special because it looks like they're amazing people, but anyway, what makes them different, still looks like they're amazing people. Okay, what makes them different is that Chinmark, they both had this thing where they looked really legit. Like, okay, I don't want to talk about them as a pair. I'm going to separate them because they're very different people. I'm going to tell you about each of them. So as we go on in the case, you understand what I'm talking about. So I'll bring it all together in the end and explain why I said it. Okay? Okay. So let's look at the first person on our list, Chinmark. Chinmark's real name is Maxman Chinedu Ijoma, but I'm just going to be calling him Chinmark because it's easier. Chinmark, aka Red King, was born on the 28th of October 1989, and he is from Abia State, Nigeria. Chinmark graduated from Enugu State University of Science and Technology, where he studied civil engineering. He's also married and has a kid. Now, we do not know exactly when Chinmark started this business. Because when his influencers and ambassadors are advertising his business and coming forward to push this business, they claim that the business has been operating for 10 years. I want to say he himself claimed that, but I've not really seen a post where he said that, so I want to be careful because, you know. Anyway, so they claim that this business has been in operation for 10 years, but now we are seeing all these stories come up and all these things coming up now that the business has been operating for just 3 to 4 years at most. So, yeah. Anyway, he's the owner and president of Chinmark Group, which is a parent company to, okay, this is a lot. Parent company to Chinmark Homes and Shelters, Chinmark Partnership and Loans, Chinmark Farms, Chinmark Rides, Chinmark Restaurants and Food Services, Chinmark Medicals, as well as Chinmark Consultancy, amongst many others. He has also kind of grown the organization into a multi-million-dollar company, and he recently pioneered the global expansion of Chinmark Group to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, where 5 subsidiaries currently operate. By all indications, Chinmark investment was doing really well. The company as a whole was doing really well, but investment is what I'm focusing on right now because, yeah. Anyway, it was doing really, really well, and no one came forward to say that they were not being paid their return on investment, or is it return on partnership? What do they call it these days? Anyway, no one came forward to say they were not being paid that. No one came forward with any issue about the company. There was one issue though, but I'm going to get into it like towards the end of this case because it has nothing to do with the partnership and investment. So yeah. On the 25th of December 2021, so on Christmas Day last year, the Security and Exchange Commission (SEC) came forward to say that, look, Chinmark is not registered by us, not authorized, not regulated. So if you are investing in this company, you are doing so at your own risks. Why I say why Chinmark Day? Why Christmas Day? It feels like people's attention that day is not, they're not thinking about this, they're thinking about all the celebration and fun and anyway. But it did go around on Facebook. I saw the screenshot of this making rounds on Facebook, but for whatever reason it wasn't taken as seriously as it should have been. I read a post that said that Chinmark suspended payment of investors late last year, around the same time that this SEC statement was issued. I don't know if he suspended the payment of investors before or after this statement, because, and I don't know if it's true too, because I feel like if he was not paying investors and around this time people were saying this statement by SEC, like circulate the internet, they would have been more worried. And or was it more worried than I can remember? I'm trying to remember December last year. I didn't really see people dragging him. I think the dragging started early this year. When the dragging began, Chinmark locked the comment section of his page, so you cannot go there, and if you're an investor, to like ask questions or anything. And I believe he was not communicating with them too, so they don't know what was happening. They just knew that he had stopped payment and he was saying everything is going to be okay. Not long after, he came forward himself to say that, look, SEC froze all our bank accounts, but we are going to pay you, right? We're going to start payment on the 16th of March 2022, because he gave a date, March 16th 2022, when resumption of payments will begin. I guess investors were just hoping that he will pay them back and this will all be over, like this will all be over, and they will go back to not having to worry if they have been scammed or not. 3 days later, on the 19th of March 2022, Chinmark came with another post. It read, "Dear partners, thank you for being here with us, for staying stronger and believing in us. This early month of 2022 has been very challenging for our organization. Our company has doubled down on its efforts to grow sustainable value for our customers, our employees, and you." And who? Anyway, our employees and you in the other sectors that we currently serve, bracket open, hospitality, transport, food, and logistics, bracket close, and hence most of our financial performance indicators improved. From the proceeds of our businesses, despite our operational bank accounts being frozen by Security and Exchange Commission (SEC) on December 21st, 2021 till date, we resumed payments to our partners on March 16, 2022. So far, out of 4,966 partners, we have been able to pay 500 partners following an arithmetic order from our backlogs. In a bid to show transparency in our dealings, as always, full names of paid partners ought to have been published today, but several calls, messages, emails from our distinguished partners have further restricted us from doing this. Let me reassure you that your money is safe with us and we remain committed to paying all partners next. I do not want to. I think I need time to like. I don't want to say it as it's doing me. Let me use it in the Nigerian way. If I say the things as it's coming to my head, if I say it as it's doing me, or more. moving on. Let's move on. In response to this post he made, investors are coming forward to say it's a lie and it's all damage control. And I am inclined to believe them, because you're saying you paid 500 people. And yes, definitely there are people on that list that are not comfortable with their information out there, or with people knowing that they partnered with your company or invested in your company, right? But you won't tell me there's like two people, all right? Like two people, there's no one to vouch for you, okay? You don't tell me there's no one to vouch for you. Like two people cannot just come forward and say, look, Chinmark is paying, he's legit, just to like calm other investors with receipts. So they come forward with receipts, just to like calm other investors, because I believe they want others to do that for them, right? So fishy. Anyway, to make the situation a lot more annoying, much more annoying, the contact information he provided so investors can like reach out to him, they're not functional. So that's that. Anyway, this is all I'm going to be saying on Chinmark for now. We have a lot. We're still going to get into Chinmark, right? But now we're going to move on to the next person on the list, Ovaioza. Ovaioza's real name is Imu Yunusa, but Ovaioza is a brand name, so we're just going to be calling her Ovaioza because it's easier to get into it that way. Same way Chinmark's real name is not Chinmark, but Chinmark is his brand name. These people have a lot in common. These two have a lot in common. Ovaioza was born on the 30th of December 1993, and she's originally from Edo State, Nigeria, but she grew up in Okene local government area of Kogi State and began her academic pursuit at the College of Arabic and Islamic Studies, Okene, Kogi State. After that, she went to School of Nursing and Midwifery in Nasarawa State and the Bayero University, Kano, where she got a bachelor's degree in biology education. On the 12th of January 2022, Ovaioza got married, so pretty recent. She has 3 businesses, but we are just going to be focusing on one, but I'm just going to name the 3 for the sake of it. So Ovaioza Farm Produce Storage Business, OFPSB, Ovaioza Skill Acquisition Center, OSAC, and Relax and Chill. So we're going to focus on the first one. It's the money from the first one she used to like create like the other 2. So we're going to be focusing on Ovaioza Farm Produce Storage Business. We do not know when Ovaioza started this business exactly. This is her food storage business. She claims though that she has been doing it for so long, and it was like recently she brought it online. So let's work with that. So but we do know she brought it online like post-COVID, so after COVID-19, right? So let me read a post by Ovaioza. So she said, farming is a feasible area fit for giving financially to the normal Nigerian family. I mean, eat food and bring in cash from selling food, right? Farming, after everything, is about food first. Consequently, the introduction of the Ovaioza Farm Produce Storage Business. Everybody will concord that 2020 has been a turbulent year. With the coronavirus pandemic and resulting lockdown around the world, organizations shut down, positions were lost. Neediness was on the accent. I settled on a choice post-COVID-19 lockdown. This was one excursion I least expected to be on, perhaps. The truth, all things considered, didn't appear to be conceivable, particularly with my work. Be that as it may, I gave it a try. Okay, let's get down to the gist of it. Now, from what people online could gather, Ovaioza isn't from a rich family. We just saw that she went from, I don't say poverty, but she went from having nothing to having like almost everything, like every single thing. And most people didn't pay attention to how quick her wealth was made until after she scammed people. So we're not asking the right questions before for various reasons. So I'm not blaming anybody for not going to that. And people were just really, I don't know, taken with her because she was like a philanthropist. And this is very common with scammers. They give a lot, a whole lot. Chinmark's own, I think he described it as conscious capitalism. Ovaioza's kind of philanthropy was, I don't know, one of the things that made people like her, because she was not doing like giveaway, like my content, then I'll give you so and so thing, or if you're a part of my family. She was just doing like this kind of random acts of kindness, and that that was like dragging followers to her page because they wanted to see what this person was all about. All right. So if somebody's having an issue and it's like circulating Facebook, she just like goes quietly, offers to help. Then that person she helped just comes online to like shout her praises, and so people will not see that and follow her to see like what is this person about, and hoping they can get their piece of the Ovaioza scamming cake. Her style of giving was not the only thing that set her aside from Chinmark and other scammers. You know, when you see Ponzi schemes, it's like this is you want to believe it's legit, right? Because of the way people are hyping this thing. You want to believe it's legit because there are a lot of people that I respected online that swore by Chinmark. All right. So you want to believe this thing is legit. But you deep down, you kind of know this is a Ponzi scheme, all right? And only those that start early and withdraw all their money are going to get anything out of this. If you are coming in later, you are going to get scammed. You're going to get scammed, all right? And you also know deep down that this is a Ponzi scheme and this man is scamming people to pay me. But you're fine with it because it's not affecting you yet. I'm not trying to say that there are people who did not just believe for sure that his business was legit and that's why they put their money in there. Please, I'm not victim blaming. I'm not blaming the victims. Yes, I'm not victim blaming, right? So that's the thing with Ponzi schemes. You kind of know, all right? You see the way it is. You see how the business is going. And also the fact that they say you're going to give you a certain percentage, that is return on investment, a certain percentage, but you know in your mind that, okay, what if that month the business does not do well? Where are they getting that money to pay me from monthly? All right, what if for like 3 months things are just going to shit? How are they making money? How are they still able to give me like a fixed ROI? How is that possible? But with Ovaioza's Ponzi scheme, it was more of, she came forward with a different business model, something we're not really used to, and because of that we ate it all up. There was a time people were just focusing on how great agriculture was, and I think she capitalized on that. They were saying when you invest in agriculture, you invest in it kind of what they did with crypto and all those other things, but this one we're focusing on agriculture. You can't go wrong with agriculture. There's also another scam that happened. Like she also put it like, this is agriculture. You can't. People eat food, so definitely you cannot go wrong with agriculture, right? People eat. People must eat, so they must have a need to buy food. That's one of the basic needs of a human being. So they must buy food. So definitely she has a market for it. So she came with this business model that we're not really used to. Her business model was like this. Let me try and explain it as best as I can. So she's saying that she's into food storage. All right, so food storage. So she buys things like, let's say, a bag of rice when the rice is coming really cheap, right? And then she sells when the demand for rice is like high, so she can sell higher, and so she's making a profit. Now what she's telling investors is that, okay, partners, they want to like touch it up now and call it partners, so it's less yama yama, because when you say investors, people are like, in Nigeria, like, that's scamming, you are scamming people. When you say partnership, it's more refined. She's saying, I'm going to take your money and use it to buy 20 bags of rice when rice is really cheap, and I'm going to sell this rice when rice is really expensive, so when the demand for rice is really high, and then I give you your profit, but I have to take a percentage from this profit, which is fair because she's the one doing all the running around. But she also tells you that if the market is not good, so if the demand for rice is not high and I have to sell at maybe way less than I usually do, when the market is bad, I'm going to give you a smaller profit, and I'm still going to take my 30% or whatever cut it is she's taking for doing all the running around and everything. When you think about this, her business model and everything, it makes sense, and you think, okay, it's less Ponzi scheme than other Ponzi schemes. Or when you had no idea it was Ponzi scheme, you're like, this is absolutely legit, because she's not telling you there's a fixed return on partnership or return on investment. She's telling you that if the market is bad, if business is not good that month, I'm sorry, I cannot pay you as much as I usually do, or as much as I would like to. I have to pay you what the market is saying, so I do not run at a loss, which makes sense, right? Because with other Ponzi schemes, they tell you there's a fixed return on investment or return on partnership. There's a fixed percentage. So what if that month, or like for 3 months straight, business is just bad, business is just going to shite? Like, how do you cope with payment? So when you think about it, you just see Ovaioza's kind of business as legit, and that's one of the things that people were looking at when they were like pouring in millions into this her business. When I mean millions, like millions. So those were the things that people were like kind of looking at, and what made people go is legit. And trust me, if at that time when I was hearing about her and everything, I was not like in my final year and I was not broke, I would have probably invested in a business. Trust me, I would have. I would have, because my timeline was just full of people saying you need to invest in Ovaioza's business. That's how you make money. That's how you earn passive income. Like, there's one particular person on my WhatsApp was always talking about her, and it was like, to the extent of like, what am I doing in my life? Are you sure I should not go and look for money and invest in this? And because she was like, Ovaioza's money is one that's making me live like a certain way, like I can afford luxury because of this money. If not for the profit of on this like investment that's coming to me, like how will I be able to afford these fancy things? And I'm like, my life is over. It's over. So this is me admitting that I was a tiny bit jealous. With the money Ovaioza got from this her food storage business, she used it to establish other businesses. So she created the Ovaioza Skill Acquisition Center, where she taught, or where she employed people to teach people how to like make hair, sew, do all these things, like learn life skills that can help you later in the future. And she also opened like a relaxation center, so relax and chill, where you can just come hang out, play games, and all of that. The estimated net worth of Chinmark, I think I forgot to mention this, is about 25 million US dollars. I don't know how they came up with this, probably by calculating all his assets and all of that. I don't know how you get the estimation or net worth estimation in the first place. Why am I so confused in life? Anyway, Ovaioza's estimated net worth is 1 million US dollars, and I don't believe that. I think it's way more. Yeah, I think it's way, way more. When Ovaioza started defaulting on payments, people started to like try to speak up, but they were shut down. She has like a whole army of like supporters. She's like BTS, but like the low budget Nigerian Facebook scammer BTS. Anyway, they will like shut the people that are coming to complain, and like they're saying, give her time. Why are you dragging her business? This is witch hunting. Why don't you people want the success of a young Nigerian, like success, like a Benigil, the success of a young Nigerian? Like, why are you coming to pull down her business and all of that? Anyway, Ovaioza came forward to say, look, SEC, the same Security and Exchange that blocked Chinmark's account, is like, see, they blocked on my account, all right? But look, they blocked all my accounts, but I made sure there was no money there, like no partners' money there, no investors' money there. What I did was that I used all yours money to buy goods. Like, she was so sneaky and so proud. She was like, I know you guys are coming right now to like to dance, or like you're coming like already moving your dancing shoes. That's why she put it. I didn't have time to like go back and start searching for that, and she deactivated her account. So I know you guys want to be happy, basically what she's saying right now. I try to say that, yes, I knew she was a scam all along, but no, look, they blocked my account. So what I did was that I used investors' funds to like buy goods. So I bought bags of gari, rice, corn, all these things that she was storing, and that she used to store. She's like, I bought all these things. So your goods are tied down to your money, your money is tied down to goods. When I sell these goods, you get your money back. So everybody's mind was just at rest. They're like, yes, yes, I knew she was legit. But then the rumor started. People started to screenshot their conversations with Ovaioza in the group chat, and like it was just flying all around. And people started to get worried. They went from saying, oh, she's legit and trusting her completely, And I trust her completely to. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure anymore, but let me just give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm not sure, but let me just give her the benefit of the doubt because she has been doing really well so far. I don't know why it sounds like I'm laughing. There's one particular Facebook user that wanted, she was like, okay, look, I need this money. It's urgent, all right? It's for my mom's medical bills. It's for my mom's health. I need my money. And since you're saying you cannot give me my money, give me my goods, all right? Give me whatever it is you use my money to buy. So she invested in Gary. So she was like, give me my bags of Gary. And when Ovaioza sent this girl to the warehouse to get her bags of Gary, they mixed up good Gary with bad Gary or so. So she was like, she came online to sell. She sold out, but she found out that the Gary was bad when she checked it, when she wanted to like send it to the people that bought from her. And so she was like running at a loss and she didn't make her money and all of that. So there were so many issues that were just going on, and then everybody just knew for a fact that okay, this girl is not legit. Something fishy is going on, all right? Something is wrong somewhere. You can't tell me this is the girl that we have been seeing online and praising and hyping the hell out of. Something is wrong. And very soon her friends came forward to confirm our fears. Like, we knew, but we're just holding on to that small sliver of hope that, okay, look, there's still like a tiny itty bitty hope that this woman is legit, right? But our friends came forward to say, look, there's no money, all right? She mismanaged funds. We went to her house, we talked to her, and we found out that she didn't keep records of anything. So the money that was going out was much more than the money that was like coming in. That's why she cannot pay investors. And this is not to say that she's completely broke, because I do not believe that. I believe she has money stashed up somewhere that's like her own security, her safety net. So for her own financial security, she's not giving out the details, and she doesn't want to pay people because she doesn't want to dip into that fund. No, she's not going to. Ovaioza has been arrested. I don't think she's still in custody. I think they have let her go. She probably bribed, allegedly. I don't know how allegedly fits in there, but I feel like I have to use it because I'm coming up here to say she bribed them. So she's out. Yeah, she's out because she came online and deactivated her Facebook account. So yeah, she's out. But Chinmark, she has been arrested, but Chinmark has never been arrested since this whole thing. Like, never, ever, 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 ever. This is all I'm going to say on these two tiffin babies, these oles, these scammers. Trust me, I could say a lot more, and I'm probably going to when I enter the rant stage. So when I enter like the final thought, I'm probably going to. All right. But I said something about talking about an issue that happened with Chinmark. Trust me, it's not just one issue. There were a lot, or there are a lot of issues. Chinmark, Chinmark allegedly, please, I have to use allegedly because even if the victims have come out to say, yes, this is what happened, I'm just, anyway, Chinmark is allegedly known for his intimidation tactics. It's always like intimidating his employees. And there was a case where he arrested a girl. They deceived her. So he used one of his influencers to deceive her to come outside that they have like a business proposal for her. And when she got there, they arrested her. All right, for nothing. They just arrested her. They claimed that it's because she was like running a mouth, so like slandering the company. But anyway, there's also the abortion issue, which I am not going to speak on. I feel like this whole video is just me saying things I cannot speak on. Trust me, I want to, like, the tatafo in me wants to like run my mouth right now, but Nigeria is a very weird country, and I know that I am not rich, so I'm not protected before they arrest me and throw me in prison. I am too soft for prison. I am too soft. Anyway, so when you have a case like this, you have victims, all right? Victims that have been, people that have been hurt terribly, that are so frustrated with everything. And sadly, there's been stories of people who wanted to like take their own lives. And there's one who came online to confirm that she tried to take her own life, but for like her family who were able to like get to her quickly. And there's also one where the people online are saying it actually happened already, but we're not really sure. So yes. And while these victims are suffering, I'm saying suffering because I know a few of them. Some are my Facebook friends, some one I am close to, and so I see her WhatsApp status. I do not want to share a story because she has not given me permission to. And when I'm reading from her, it makes me so uncomfortable because I don't know what am I going to say. Should I say sorry? I've said sorry, but it feels wrong even saying sorry. Like, what are you sorry for? What is going to happen next after you're sorry? I don't know. I just feel so uncomfortable and I feel so sad about the whole issue. All right. Then I have Facebook friends that ha that are going through a whole lot, that use their like savings, they pump their savings into the schemes. And why these victims are dealing with this amount of for others is suffering. That's suffering or frustration. Sufferation. I feel like I just coined the term. Why these victims are dealing with this amount of suffering? These people, these two idiots are out there buying passports, buying citizenship. So Chinmark bought the Vanuatu citizenship for himself and his family, while Ovaioza did the US citizenship by investment and bought a $400,000 property, so a house for $400,000. So they are planning to like, and I'm thinking, is it that they plan to never work for the rest of their life? Because now you're okay with leaving your country forever, or maybe not forever, because I'm sure Nigeria will still accept them. You're okay with leaving your country and going to these countries. So when you get there, like, you don't plan to work, because I'm wondering, especially for Ovaioza, how is she going to even, if she even wants a job, like, how is she going to ever get it? How is she going to ever get anything done when the first thing, when they like browse her name, is like she scammed Nigerians of 7 billion naira? Is it like they plan to like never work for the rest of their life and just live their best lives in this country? Or now, why are there so many scammers in Nigeria? Why is there like so much scam in Nigeria? Before I get into that, I want to look at the whole influencers part and friends part of this scamming thing. All right, I feel like if my friend is into something sneaky like scamming people, I feel like I would know. It depends on the friendship anyway. Do I feel like her friends deserve some kind of blame? Yeah, I do actually, because I feel like, why were you people not worried with the way this person is spending money? All right, why are you not worried? I don't care how rich my friends are, but my friend is what am I saying? I don't care how rich my friend is, but when you go online and you start giving people cars and throwing around millions of naira, I'm going to take a step back. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, calm down. I don't even want you to spend like that on me. I do not want that, because I'll start feeling a kind of way, like the friendship is kind of. But I think that is why I feel like her friends deserve some like level of blame in all of this. I feel like influencers should make money. They should promote these products, promote these companies and make their money. But when you're promoting something like an investment company, you have to be careful. And they come online to say, I have done my due diligence, all right? And for my whole work, I can see that work around this business, I can see that this person is legit. What is your due diligence, you ask me? Millions in their bank account. Their bank account, there's millions, there's money inside. So that's their due diligence. Because what due diligence, like, how can you say you've done your due diligence and you did not know that these investment companies were not registered? Like, now, why is there so much scams in Nigeria, and why are there so many? All right, so many scam artists in Nigeria. I'm going to quickly read this for you all. The origins of this types of scams may be attributed to a boom in the establishment of cyber cafes during the 1990s, coinciding with falling oil prices in Nigeria and a rise in unemployment. Add in a lack of national social security, and many Nigerians were forced to seek out alternative forms of employment such as physical labor, gig work, and most notoriously cyber crimes. So basically what this is saying is that the economy is shit. Nigerian economy is shit and there's unemployment in the land, so people resort to scamming. And I agree with this, but I also have something to add because I feel like it's not just the fact that the Nigerian institutions, sorry, the Nigerian economy is shit and there's unemployment. Because if it's about that, trust me, a lot of Nigerian youths will be scamming people. I'm not this one that we are seeing. This one we're seeing is child's play. Like half of my not half, like more than half of the people I graduated the university with will be scamming people, because where are the jobs? Where are the jobs? Wait, so you get, so it's a lot, or where are the well-paying jobs? So it's a lot more than that. All right. And I want to come again with my institutions, but yes, 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 yes. The institutions that are supposed to be against this thing they encourage it. And I know you guys are thinking, oh, the government is corrupt, so of course the citizens will be corrupt too, but it's much more than that. I do not want to address that aspect because yes, that also plays into it. But let's look at, say, law enforcement. They will collect bribes, and let how I just want us to think back. Let's take a trip down memory lane. How many of these Ponzi schemers have you seen that are in jail, that were tried in court, and they were arrested, tried in court, and sentenced to however many years for what they did? How many have you seen? I don't think all of them, they left the country, they're somewhere enjoying their life, or they're still in the country. All right, even when this law enforcement blah 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 arrest them, they bribe the, you can't tell me you just let them go. They paid their way out of that jail. All right. There was one issue that I can't remember if it was Eat Rich. It was still a Ponzi scheme where the investors gathered around to sorry, they came together to have the owner arrested. And then I don't know what happened, but it's like the police then arrested the investor for causing trouble in his workplace or something like that. I can't remember the exact details. If you can, please share it, because that blew my mind. I'm like, they're telling you to arrest somebody and then you're arresting them for disturbing, which is compared to scamming people of billions of naira. What is going on in your head? Also, you have the church, and I know people are going to say, why are you always attacking the church? What are you? Are you Satan? Yes, I am. Okay, anyway, on on a more serious note, I grew up in a religious home. I grew up in a Christian home, not just a Christian home. Like, my dad was a deliverance minister. That is pretty hardcore. And I want to be fair and say that I was privileged to have the kind of parents that, even if they were Christians, they were liberal. So they knew that church was not everything. So I kind of have that advantage over people who grew up in a similar environment, like I did. So the church encourages this give to God if you're not paying tithes and blah 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 blah. They just want you to bring in your money. And when they see a member of theirs, and I'm not even saying this as something I heard or read online, I witnessed this. You see a member that was broke. This member was, when you say somebody was poor, he was having to do all the things in the church, clean the church, just so the pastor can oh, come and take for transport, or take you to buy lunch or something. How do you go from that? In 2 months, you're driving the latest cars. You're when they're saying sow seeds of 1 million, and you're rushing to the altar to write a check of 1 million, 2 million. You're putting in so much money. You are renovating surrounding buildings around the church for the church to use for whatever reason. And the church is not questioning that. The pastor is even telling other members to be like that guy. It's like, how do you make, you're not from a rich family, so you're not just all of a sudden come into money. You're like every other person. So how did you, how did you, I'm like, how did you get into that kind of money? And why is no one worried? All right. And you will see this thing with Chinmark. He surrounded himself with so many notable Christian figures, like people that were trusted in the community, and then he was always preaching and saying and putting God first, and God this and God that, and his religion this and his religion that. He was always doing the most, rolling on the floor, praying, always doing this. I don't know, but you know those kind of people. So how come, and flying private jets with his pastor? So how come his pastor was not saying, oh, in so yeah, you were not like this, how did you grow your money? How come these people, how come their wealth, their sources of income, how come they're never questioned? How come they can come into the church today and put in like one kobo, or not even have any money to give as offering, and like in a month's time they can be giving the church like millions of naira, and nobody is raising an eyebrow? Instead, everybody's like rushing to worship him and respect him because of that money. So you see how I said, yes, unemployment on one hand, but there are other factors involved. All right, there are other things that are like surrounding it, and you can't just solve one and leave the others. It's going to continue. Everybody wants to be hyped and want people to call them, yeah, you're doing, and tell them, yeah, you're doing so well, yeah, you have your shit figured out, and I'm proud of you, I want to be like you. People want that. People want the praise. So tell me why scammers will not continue even when they have good jobs, because these jobs are not going to pay them like scamming would. Tell them why they will not continue when they know they can get away with it. The police will let them go. They can bribe their way out of it. And the church, which is supposed to be like the ground for like, I think, morality, is the ground for like them coming to show up their wealth and like pulling rank, and like the pastor is like praying for you and telling you your life will be amazing because you contributed this money that you stole from like other people. One victim said, I lost all doubt, even for the very fact that he had some popular pastors and gospel singers around him. So you can see how the church is giving legitimacy to these Ponzi schemes. So you can see, right? It's not just me, you can see it too. Despite all of this, despite being burned so many times in the past, why do Nigerians still invest? That is something that has bothered me so much, because I see this person that was scammed from like maybe It's Rich or one Ponzi scheme in the past coming forward to invest again. All right, investing in like different Ponzi schemes. And yes, I can say they have no idea that these are Ponzi schemes. But if you have been burned that many times, it's not better to just not put your hand on the frying pan? Is it not better, like, not put your hand close to the fire, just stay away? But Nigerians keep investing. A lot of people say greed, but I do not agree with that. Saying completely makes it look like a part of me agrees with it. I do not agree with that, because if it was like the money doubling days where they're promising like 100%, I would have said okay, yes. But what is the return on investment? Like 2%, 3%, at most 5%. I think one of the reasons that Nigerians will keep investing in these Ponzi schemes that are parading as investment schemes and kind of like opportunities for having like a better future is because of the way we are currently obsessed with passive income. And don't get me wrong, passive income is a good thing, but it was recently that people started to like the average Nigerian started to focus on passive income. The average Nigerian used to be just okay with saving their money, all right, saving their money wherever they want to save it, and that's fine. Save towards whatever it is they want to do. I didn't really know people who were like saving to like invest in these schemes. But now, oh God, okay, let me take you let me take you back. Let me take you guys back somewhere. Let me take you guys back. Let me take you guys. What am I saying? Anyway, do you all remember the era of crypto shaming? I'm saying era like it's long, long, long ago. Ago. Why can't I talk? Oh my God. Okay. The time of crypto shaming it's still going on now, right? But okay, right now it's more of NFT shaming than it is crypto shaming, but that was running for like months last year where if you're not like buying cryptocurrency, people are shaming you. They bullied people that had no idea, even like older people that had no idea how these things work. They were using their money to buy it, and it's just so unfair because these people, if they're lucky, if they have children that can take care of them, but if they lose their money, it's like that. And if you don't know about the thing you're investing in, chances are you will lose money. Yes, some people might be lucky, but chances are the larger like percentage of people will lose their money to this. And they were shaming people like, plan for your future. If you don't plan for your future, just look where your mates will be in the next 5 years. Your mates will be billionaires and you still be there suffering. It was a thing then. There's this video by Tiffany Ferg, one of my favorite commentary YouTubers, that talked about the cult of passive income, and I'm going to link it down below. And yeah, it's a very interesting video. All right, so I think one of the reasons Nigeria will still invest is because they need money that is not directly connected to their time. So they don't have to like be working to get this money. And also the average Nigerians want to be able to afford more than their needs. So that is also there. But please be careful where you put your money. Stop advising your family and friends to invest in these Ponzi schemes. I know you don't know, but please just stop it. Stop investing money that's time sensitive money. So money that is like your rent or money for your health and all of that, because I saw that was like a common thing. People were coming forward to say, oh, I needed this money for surgery, but I just decided to put it in this scheme to make more money for me. And I'm like, no, please, no, do not do that. Yes, yeah. This is so sad because of the number of victims that were affected by this craziness, and I am so sorry. I know sorry does not do anything, but I am sorry still. That is all we have for today's case. I hope you guys watched it and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. All right, like and subscribe. All right. You guys take care of yourself, and I hope to see you for the next. I'll see you for the next one. I'm trying to be positive. I will see you definitely. Please come back for the next one, please. All right, like and subscribe. Bye.